We're diving into a coin that has the numismatic world buzzing, one that is whispered about in collector circles with awe, disbelief, and even envy. I'm talking about the 2009 No Mint Mark Professional Lincoln Cent. And make no mistake, this is no ordinary penny. This is a coin that has been recorded selling for staggering sums, with the market reporting sales reaching as high as $2.8 million for a top-condition specimen. Yes, you heard that correctly. Over $2.5 million for a single cent. But the truth is stranger, more fascinating, and far more lucrative than most people ever realize. What makes this 2009 Lincoln Cent so extraordinary is not just its age, or even its condition. It's its hidden, mind-blowing errors. Errors that are so rare, so subtle, and so perfectly executed, they transform a simple penny into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Let's start with the basics. The 2009 Lincoln Cent was released during a special series marking the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln Cent itself. The U.S. Mint produced coins representing 4 stages of Lincoln's life: birth and early childhood, formative years, professional life, and presidency. Each coin was meant to be a collectible, but one variation slipped through the cracks in the most remarkable way. One coin, with no mint mark, struck with professional precision, ended up becoming a gold mine. Literally, due to a combination of misalignment, die errors, and astonishingly low mintage of error varieties. Now, here's where things start to get really interesting. Collectors call it the Professional Lincoln Cent error, and the reason it's so sought after is simple. It's extremely rare. Estimates suggest that only a handful exist in pristine, flawless condition. And when we talk about flawless, we're talking about the kind of perfection that earns coins the highest possible grades from professional grading services. These coins aren't just good. They're museum quality, the kind of coin that could sit in the Smithsonian if anyone dared to donate it. And that rarity is exactly what drives the insane prices we're talking about. Some coins exhibit doubling, subtle shifts in the design elements, almost imperceptible without careful inspection. On others, the no mint mark placement is slightly off-center, creating a visual anomaly that collectors can spot immediately. There are coins with minor die cracks, tiny flaws that, to the untrained eye, are invisible, but to collectors, they are the signature of an error that elevates a coin from ordinary to legendary. Imagine holding a coin, studying it under magnification, and seeing a tiny variation that transforms it from a 1-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar treasure. It's not just theory. This is reality. In fact, some of these no mint mark professional Lincoln Cents have changed hands at jaw-dropping prices. The market has reported sales reaching as high as $2.8 million. That's more than most people earn in a lifetime for a coin you could have found in your own spare change. And while only a select few of these coins exist, every time one surfaces, the collector community erupts. Auctions become battlegrounds. Phone lines light up. And suddenly, a coin you might have dismissed as trivial is the most coveted object on the planet. That's where the intrigue deepens. It's not easy. The differences are subtle. You need to look for small, almost hidden variations, the placement of the mint mark, slight doubling on Lincoln's profile, microscopic die cracks along the edge. And here's the catch. One coin in millions could be a winner. Just one. That's the suspense, the thrill, and the incredible potential all wrapped into a tiny copper disc. And the story gets even more compelling. Professional grading isn't just about checking if a coin looks nice. It's about verifying its authenticity, its rarity, and its grade. A coin that might look ordinary in your palm could be authenticated as a flawless gem by experts. Once graded, it immediately skyrockets in value. Imagine casually handing a coin to an expert and hearing the words, "This is the real deal," one of only a few in existence. Your heart would stop. Your mind would race. You would be holding a multi-million-dollar coin, possibly for the first and only time in your life. Millions of Americans have pennies tucked away, some in jars, drawers, or old boxes of change. Most people toss them without a second thought. But what if one of those pennies was the key to unimaginable wealth? What if a single coin hiding among your loose change was worth more than your house, your car, or your retirement savings combined? That is exactly the thrill, the danger, and the excitement behind the 2009 no mint mark professional Lincoln Cent. And here's the kicker. Because the U.S. Mint never intended these errors to exist, they are exceedingly rare. That rarity means every time one enters the market, the bidding escalates like wildfire. Collectors don't just want one, they need one. And that competition pushes prices to stratospheric levels. A coin sold for $2.8 million isn't a fluke. It's proof of what's possible when scarcity meets perfection. It's the ultimate validation of the dream every coin collector has, to discover something so rare, so valuable, that it changes your life forever. But this is not just about money. There's a deeper story here, a lesson in curiosity, patience, and attention to detail. The 2009 Professional Lincoln Cent reminds us that greatness often hides in plain sight, that treasures can be found where we least expect them, that a simple coin, overlooked by millions, can become a symbol of luck, diligence, and discovery. Every time someone unearths one of these pennies, it's a reminder that the world still holds secrets, and that fortune sometimes favors the bold, the observant, and the persistent. Examine it carefully. Look for those subtle errors, that misplaced mint mark, the faintest doubling. Study it under magnification. Compare it to verified examples online. And if you believe you've found a gem, have it professionally graded. Because until that certification, it's just a penny. But once authenticated, it could be a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. And imagine the moment. Your hands shaking, your heart pounding. As an expert confirms what you already suspected, you're holding something extraordinary. A coin that few have ever seen, fewer still can own, and that could change your financial destiny. This is not a hypothetical. It's happening right now in the collector world. Every day, coins like this surface, ignite bidding wars, and redefine the lives of those who find them. The 2009 No Mint Mark Professional Lincoln Cent is more than just a coin. It's a story, a legend, a treasure hidden in plain sight. It's a reminder that incredible value often lies where we least expect it. And it's proof that anyone, anywhere, can stumble upon something that could literally be worth millions. Look closely. Examine. Consider that the coin you think is ordinary might be extraordinary. That among the millions of coins minted each year, one could hold a secret so valuable it defies belief. And when that moment comes, when you recognize the treasure in your hand, you'll understand why collectors go to such lengths, why auctions erupt in frenzy, and why a simple 2009 penny can make headlines and fortunes. Because in the world of rare coins, one ordinary-looking penny can be your once-in-a-lifetime shot at wealth. And if you find it, everything changes. Think again. Because hidden among ordinary pennies from 1981 lies a treasure that has stunned collectors and investors alike. The 1981 Lincoln Cent with no mint mark. At a first glance, it looks like any other penny you've seen 1,000 times before. Copper-colored, familiar, unassuming. But appearances can be deceiving. In the world of coin collecting, the tiniest detail can be the difference between a few cents and a fortune. And this coin is a perfect storm of rarity and demand. The story begins in 1981, a year when the United States Mint was churning out millions of Lincoln Cents across Philadelphia and Denver. Every coin bore a tiny letter, a mint mark, that told the world where it was made, D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, except for a few anomalies. Among the ordinary, an almost mythical error emerged, the 1981 no mint mark penny. No D, no P, just the iconic Lincoln, walking across history without a trace of origin. Not when it turns a 1-cent coin into a multi-million-dollar phenomenon. Because in the rarefied world of numismatics, scarcity drives value. And this coin is scarce, extremely scarce. Experts estimate that only a handful of these errors exist in pristine condition, and even fewer have been verified and authenticated. A coin produced alongside millions of ordinary pennies, overlooked for decades, suddenly commanding attention that could rival gold bars or fine art. But this is not fiction. There are documented cases, confirmed sales, and jaw-dropping valuations that make even seasoned investors sit up straight. Reports suggest that in top, gem condition grades, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln Cent has been known to fetch anywhere from hundreds of thousands of dollars, all the way up to an almost unimaginable $2.6 million. Yes, $2.6 million for a coin that might be sitting in your spare change drawer right now. Think about that for a moment. Could the coin in your hand be worth more than a luxury car? A house down the street? The kind of wealth that once seemed reserved for lottery winners or tech moguls, suddenly resting in your pocket. It's all about rarity, demand, and story. Coins are more than metal. They are historical snapshots, frozen moments in time. And when the United States Mint accidentally skips a mint mark, it creates a moment of chaos, an anomaly that collectors obsess over. The intrigue doesn't stop there. Some of these no-mint mark pennies show additional hidden errors that magnify their allure. Double dies, die cracks, and misaligned strikes can sometimes accompany the missing mint mark, making the coin even more extraordinary. And with each new discovery, the market responds with frenzied excitement. Auction houses scramble, collectors compete, and the value skyrockets. Believe it, top condition 1981 no-mint mark cents have achieved near-mythical status at high-end auctions. Collectors have been known to bid aggressively, driven by the fear of missing out on a coin that might never surface again. In this niche, rarity doesn't just command a premium, it fuels a frenzy. An auction hall, the gavel poised, and the room charged with anticipation. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is placed under the magnifying glass. Whispers ripple through the crowd. Everyone knows the potential, everyone senses the stakes. Bids fly, hundreds of thousands, seven figures. And finally, a record-breaking sale, $2.6 million. One coin, one error, one life-changing moment. That it's not just about money, though. There's a story in every coin. The missing mint mark is a symbol of imperfection turned extraordinary, a reminder that even in a world ruled by mass production, mistakes can create legends. And this coin carries a certain mystique. If a single penny can hold so much value, what other secrets lie hidden in your coin jar, your wallet, or your attic? Most people discard pennies without a second thought. Yet for the discerning eye, these same coins could hold unimaginable wealth. The 1981 no-mint mark penny is more than a coin. It's an invitation to curiosity, a challenge to the ordinary, and proof that fortune often hides in plain sight. First, don't panic. Handle it carefully. Any attempt to clean or polish it could destroy its value. Experts recommend professional grading, authentication, and secure storage. A certified coin could be your ticket to a financial windfall, a tangible asset whose rarity commands respect worldwide. You don't need to be a millionaire or an experienced collector to find one. The coin could be in circulation, overlooked for decades, waiting for someone like you to notice. Every pocket change you check, every old jar of coins, carries the potential for discovery. The thrill is real, and the rewards are, in some cases, life-changing. And let's not forget the psychology behind it. Stories of these coins sell themselves because they tap into a universal dream, that fortune can strike unexpectedly. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is the ultimate embodiment of that dream. It reminds us that even the most mundane objects can hold extraordinary power. If only we know where to look. In a way, this coin is more than money. It's a symbol of hope, persistence, and attention to detail. Every collector, every investor, every casual hobbyist is drawn to it not just for its value, but for the story it tells, a story that could have your name written into it. Because the next discovery could be yours. The next auction record could be yours. The next headline could be yours. Ordinary penny found in garage worth millions. There's no guarantee you'll ever find one. That's the beauty, the tension, the suspense. Scarcity fuels desire. Competition drives prices. Every minute you wait, another collector is searching. Every coin overlooked could be the one that makes history. Because in the end, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is more than copper and zinc. It's a whisper from history, a secret waiting to be revealed, a rare moment where chance and attention collide. And when you finally hold it, when the weight of rarity and the thrill of discovery hit you, you'll understand why collectors around the world have spent millions chasing this elusive treasure. Check your coins. Examine every penny. Handle them carefully. You never know when an ordinary coin might become an extraordinary fortune. The 1981 Lincoln cent with no mint mark is proof that sometimes the smallest details hold the greatest power. And if you're lucky enough to find one, your life could change in ways you never imagined. We're diving into one of the most mysterious and lucrative coins in U.S. history, the 1988 Lincoln cent, the one with no mint mark. Yes, that's right, The penny you probably scoffed at last week, tucked in your wallet or forgotten in a jar, could be hiding a fortune worth millions of dollars. And the story behind it? Well, it's as dramatic and unpredictable as the coins themselves. Let's start with the basics. But brace yourself, because even this basic coin is anything but ordinary. The Lincoln Cent has been a fixture of American currency since 1909. Its familiar face, Abraham Lincoln, has been staring up at us for generations, a silent witness to every transaction, every purchase, every fleeting glance. But in 1988, something unusual happened. A batch of pennies was released with no mint mark. No D for Denver. No S for San Francisco. Nothing. Just the coin itself, almost screaming invisibly. I am different. Notice me. That's where the story gets wild. Most pennies from 1988 are common, worth just a few cents. Collectors call them the phantom penny because of their rarity, and when they surface in top condition, they are nothing short of legendary. Some reports suggest that pristine examples have sold for as high as $2.9 million. Let that sink in. A single penny, worth nearly $3 million. It's enough to make anyone stop checking their change or start scanning it obsessively. Now, let's dig into why this coin is so special. The absence of a mint mark is not just a minor oversight. In the world of numismatics, it's a signal of error, of rarity, and of immense desirability. The 1988 no mint mark penny is believed to have originated from a minting error, a mysterious anomaly that slipped through the United States Mint's rigorous quality controls. Imagine the people responsible for producing billions of coins each year. Errors like this are not just mistakes, they are opportunities. They are what separate ordinary coins from life-changing treasures. And the 1988 no mint mark penny is a textbook example. In the collector's market, condition is everything. A coin with scratches, dings, or discoloration might still be worth hundreds of dollars. But one in flawless, uncirculated condition? That's the holy grail. That's the kind of coin that can literally change lives. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Experts have documented subtle variations among the no mint mark pennies. Tiny anomalies in the rim, microscopic differences in the lettering, minute irregularities in the surface. To the untrained eye, it's just a penny. But to collectors, and to those who know how to look, it's a code. It's a signal that you may have stumbled upon one of the rarest and most valuable coins in modern U.S. history. Think about that for a moment. A coin you might have tossed in your pocket without a second thought could carry a price tag that rivals luxury real estate. There's an electric tension in this discovery process, a mix of hope and disbelief that grips collectors. Imagine sifting through coins in your hand, your heartbeat accelerating with every glance, wondering, is this it? Is this the coin that could redefine my life? That's the exact thrill that has driven collectors across the country into a frenzy, hunting for these elusive 1988 no mint mark pennies. And the stories people tell are nothing short of astonishing. In one market sale, a collector reportedly secured a pristine example of this penny and sold it for a jaw-dropping $2.9 million. That's more than a car, more than a home in many cities, and it all began with a single coin that almost nobody noticed. Imagine that kind of transformative power in something so small, so deceptively ordinary. Yet, as with any treasure, there's a shadow side. Many people have missed their chance. Many have brushed these pennies aside as just change. And for some, the frustration is real because the window of opportunity is fleeting. Coins in circulation are subjected to wear and tear. A pristine coin is far more valuable than one that has been nicked or scratched. The clock is ticking. Every penny you overlook could be the one you regret missing forever. Awareness is everything. If you want to uncover these hidden treasures, you need to look at your coins differently. You need to question what seems ordinary, scrutinize what seems mundane, and recognize that rarity often hides in plain sight. That jar of pennies on your counter, that dusty drawer full of change, it could be your gateway to unimaginable wealth. But let's bring it back to the thrill, the raw, almost cinematic excitement of discovery. Picture yourself holding a coin, examining it under a magnifying glass. The absence of a mint mark stares back at you, subtle but unmistakable. Your pulse quickens. The realization hits. This is rare. This is extraordinary. This is potentially worth millions. And in that instant, the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and your life just might change forever. Collectors know this feeling all too well. The 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln cent has become a legend, not just for its market value, but for the story it tells about patience, observation, and the hidden wealth in the everyday. It's a reminder that sometimes the most incredible treasures are those we overlook, the ones that sit quietly in our hands, waiting for someone bold enough to recognize their value. Treasure isn't always buried in far-off lands or locked behind doors. Sometimes it's right in front of you, in your pocket, in your change. The 1988 no-mint mark penny challenges us to see the extraordinary in the ordinary, to recognize potential where others see nothing, and to act before opportunity slips away. The possibility is real. The stakes are high, and the reward could be life-changing. In the end, the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, a call to vigilance, and a thrilling reminder that fortune often hides in the smallest, most overlooked places. It's proof that even in something as simple as a penny, the power to transform a life exists, if only you have the eyes to see it. Dig through your change. Study it, question it, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a coin that seems ordinary, but is anything but. A coin that carries the potential to make the improbable possible. A coin that could make you one of the lucky few to hold millions in your hand, in something as simple and as astonishing as a 1988 Lincoln penny with no mint mark.